Hey friends, it's Megan, Georgia Girl Stitching here on YouTube and on Instagram. It is Saturday, February 10th, 2024, and I'm back for my next FlossTube. Thank you so much for those who are new or returning for pressing play. We are spoiled for choice right now in the FlossTube universe. So I really appreciate you checking me out today. I don't have like a ton of life updates since the last time I was here in January. The pups and I got to go visit David up in Connecticut. We had a wonderful long weekend. He is staying in New London, stationed in Groton, and so we were able to explore that area, kind of go out to Mystic and Stonington and just kind of do a lot of exploring when the weather allowed us. But it was so nice seeing him. We had a great time and hopefully we'll be able to see him again soon. I've also started my time in the emergency room, rotating through this month. I'm halfway through, thankfully. It's been a good education. It's been a very good education. They do see pediatric patients in the emergency room that I'm at, so it's been a nice mix and great for like my education with the peds since I'm going into peds. So they've been very understanding of that and kind of let me get as much out of that as I can. So halfway there. My mom is actually on her way up right now again to come rescue me for this next week. I have 4 shifts in a row that are 2 p.m. to 11 p.m., which is horrible if you're a single dog parent. It's just really bad timing because like her daycare closes at 6. And that's like right over dinner time and like bedtime. And it's just very disruptive if there's not another person in the house to help keep routines going. So since David isn't living here right now, thanks to the Navy, my mom is coming up to be the second adult in the house for next week. And I super appreciate her coming in. It's either that or I had to board them for 5 days, which I really didn't want to do for multiple reasons. So Gigi is coming up to the rescue and we'll have her next week, which will be really fun and really nice. So that's kind of all the big life stuff. I think not really much. I'm kind of just sleeping, stitching, and working. It's kind of my throat, eating a little bit, in there. And that's kind of my life right now. Because of that, I do have quite a bit of like progress to show. I only have a few projects, but they have quite some progress. But before I jump into that, I failed to show on my last video. I even had it written down and I just didn't see it. When I was at Stitch Away last month, I did have a trunk show for my patterns. And I had sent Barbara over the last few months some of my models, and she finished them and then brought them to Stitch Away for me to be a part of my trunk show, but I got to bring them home. So I wanted to show 3 of the models that I had fully finished, and Barbara just worked her magic, as she does. Barbara at Keepsakes. So I want to show off some of the models. So this is one of them. This is Anchored in Love. Love is the anchor in every storm. Shine your light and guide me home. This is a take on another piece that I had done actually for Valentine's Day last year. The original piece was 2 of my vows that had the word anchor and words anchor, and then lighthouse was in the other one. That I did for my husband. But people really enjoyed it. So I modified it to be a different quote, but that still had anchor and light in it. And this is the released pattern. It's super easy to modify, like the rings, you could have any color rings that represent you and your significant other. And then this is the Key West Lighthouse was my inspiration for this one. We got married in the Keys, so I used the Key West Lighthouse. This is on 40 count color and cotton. I believe it's Wave Pool was this one. No, Chesapeake. This one was Chesapeake. And then Barbara, I sent her this fabric. This I got at Hobby Lobby. She made it into a flat fold. And then put rope around it, and I love it. So this is the first one. all of my designs, you can get PDFs on my Etsy page or my Gumroad. Both are linked down below. So the first one, and then the other one, this would be good if you want something for St. Patrick's Day. If you're still looking for something, this would be pretty quick. This is Life Happens. So when life happens, beer helps. This is actually my second design that I ever released. And I got this piece at Michael's last year during their St. Patrick's Day. And I think it's there again this year. I was there last week and I think I saw these starting to come out. So I don't remember what was under, what like the actual sign was, but yeah, but it's just finished, yeah, St. Patrick's Day tabletop decor. So, Color and Cotton flosses, except for one of them, I believe, is a classic Colorworks. But easily, with the DMC conversion. All of my charts always have a DMC conversion for them. And then this is on Color and Cotton Succulent. So it's a lot of fun that she made for me. And then the last one is Peace Within. I did last year as well. This I also got from Michael's, this like just blank board. And then Barbara just chose this shape, which was perfect. Again, wrapped it with rope. I think this was also, I think this is 40 count aqua, if I remember correctly. And yeah, so the Peace Within, sky above, sand below, peace within. So these are the new models. So in future trunk shows, these will also be there. And I still have a few more that need to get FFO'd. I either just haven't found the right way to do it. Like I haven't found the right board or piece that I want to finish it on. Or I just haven't been able to get it to a finisher. So some of the pieces, and I'll actually talk about this in a little while too. Shipping to keepsakes for big things can get very expensive, especially also shipping them back. So I'm kind of hoping to find a local finisher. I'm hoping Liberty Hill will eventually have one. Or, you know, if there's someone in the Hampton Roads, Virginia area that is able to finish, like for my big pieces that I just like cannot get to Barbara cost effectively. So something that I'm starting to explore a little bit, because I definitely want to get pieces done. I don't have the skill or the time to learn that skill right now. Maybe in the future I'll delve into that, but that is not currently on my 2024 abilities. So yeah, so that's kind of something that I'm looking into, but those are the 3 models right now. I do have a finish since my last video. I had started it and now it is done. And this is my newest release, To Be. To be as unique as a snowflake, as resilient as a turtle, and as hopeful as a butterfly. This was inspired by my friend Candy with some of her favorite things, and she's on FlossTube as the 614 Stitcher, so be sure to check her out. At Stitch Away, she was talking about all of her favorite things, and it just made me think of a cross-stitch pattern and some of the characteristics, you know, personality characteristics that I think we all can relate to in some form or fashion, or know someone, or that can mean something to all of us. So this is the finished piece. Again, there's like DMC conversion for the fancy flosses that are mostly Weeks Dye Works and Classic Colorworks. And it's on a 46 count Mystic Owl from Color and Cotton. And I have it pinned like this because I actually found the finishing piece at Michael's in their spring collection, which is still out and actually like on major sale right now. I found this butterfly and with these, this was the only one that was there. This is the last one at my Michael's. So I don't know if there's like, if this is the only color, if they're still available at other Michael's. But I found this butterfly, so I pinned it up, and I'm thinking of, let's see how I can do this. Somehow finishing it like in the center of the butterfly. It's kind of my thoughts. I need someone creative to, like, if there's a like different shape or something to actually finish it. But I'm thinking in the middle, because like I don't want to cover, I mean, maybe you could cover just like one side. I don't know. What are your thoughts? Kind of cover it or like go in the middle. So, but I want to finish it on this piece somehow. So that's kind of my current thought. I already took the sticker off, unfortunately, so I can't show you the information. But yeah, so that's my newest piece. Again, all of my pieces are on Etsy and Gumroad. And this is now in both places. So that was my finish. And then right after I finished, I actually started on the next piece that I had shown in my last video, Lighthouse Quaker, which I'll show a picture here of the mock-up. And I'm already at 40% done because I'm obsessed with this. I'm loving it so much. I was obsessed with Beach Quaker and now I'm obsessed with Lighthouse Quaker. I changed up the colors from Beach Quaker, which are now over dyes with a DMC conversion. And this is where I'm at on it. This is on 40 count aqua. Trying to get the right, it's very bright. It's really bright. Oh, that's better. That's better representation of the floss colors. It's so pretty. I love it. I'm almost at the top. So I have 3 of the bands, and then this piece covers 2 of the bands, and then there's 1 more up top. And so these 3 colors will get repeated again. That's a really good representation of the colors. But I'll bring it in closer so you can see. I still have not decided what yellow I'm gonna use for light. I still haven't decided that yet. I'm thinking the yellow etoile is where I'm at right now. I actually have the thing right here. So these are the colors. I have the DMCs in there because I was using to compare. There are still 2 DMCs called. 747 and white are still the DMCs called, and then the rest are the overdyes. I'm thinking of using the 444 etoile. There's only a couple yellow etoiles, and the 725 is a little too like dark orange, not orange, but it's not quite right. So I don't like the 725, but I have this 444. But I'm wondering if this is like I need to just test it out. Because it would really just it'd be 1 strand. So that's kind of where I'm leaning right now. I feel like metallic would be too much. I don't know. Now that I just put 1 strand on there, when I do this, I'm like, oh no, too much. But when I just do 1 strand, I don't know. I might go ahead and give that a shot and see what that's like. But it's kind of where we're at right now. I'm hoping to have this done, I don't want to say by the end of February because I have some other goals, but I want to have it done by the end of March for sure, at the absolute latest. Hopefully by the middle of March, because my March is actually going to be pretty light school-wise, so rotation-wise. So I'm hoping to have this done. I have, I think, 3,800 stitches left. So I think I can do it. Each of these half sections takes a couple of hours. So if I can get, the lighthouse itself went really fast because it's just back and forth. Once you have, and I'm going to once I figure out what color, I'm just going to make the other letters LI, and then I can just go back and forth. But yeah, that's where I'm at on that. And then my other WIP that I worked on briefly is September, or I guess it's Sapphire by Northern Expression Needle Arts. I'm doing this as a gift for my really good friends, Maddie and Tanner. They got married back in September. David officiated. I was bridesmaid. I've known her since we were 13. Really, she's my best friend, basically, my childhood best friend. So they got married, but she did fall colored jewel tones, and I wanted to wait until the actual wedding before I started this because I wanted to see how that colors like actually looked at, like I knew theoretically what the colors were gonna look like, but I wanted to see like all the bridesmaids dresses together and like that kind of thing. So when I got back, I immediately bought these flowers. Actually, I think I did this in the airport after the wedding, like coming home. And this is where I'm at. So I did a full conversion to a Veriswa silk. And I just, oh, it looks so good. So we will be seeing them in September. So I'm gonna give this to them in September when we see them. So I took a little bit of a break from it. My goal, so since the last time you saw it, I finished this blue, and then these white bands and started in the red. So my goal is, I wanna finish like a section per month, and then I'm gonna have this professionally framed. I'm visiting them in March, and they've just like kind of redone their home. So I'm gonna see like what their new style is, cause it's gonna look very different since last time I visited them. So I wanna see the new style and then help like pick out a frame. They'll help me pick out a frame for it, but I'm gonna have it professionally framed. So I wanna have this done like by the end of June at the latest. And then I can get it framed between July and August and bring it to them in September. So that's all right. I love it. I'm really happy that the colors like have played well together, and that there's like the fact that there were 4 colors, 4 corners, 4 sections, like it just worked out beautifully. The beads I also changed from the called for. Everything's different from the called for, except the actual pattern. I didn't change any stitches on it, but the beads are, if you're interested, I can send them, but they're a pearl and like a white delica bead. Her main jewel were pearls, so I added those on there. I just love it. So September in general is just very important to them because it's their wedding anniversary, but it's also both of their birthdays. So they do a lot of celebrating in September, partly why we're gonna be seeing them in September. So love it. And that's on 32 count raw silver, if I didn't already say that. So yeah, so my, so that kind of takes me into plans. Like I said, it's not gonna be a super long video. I want to finish this in March, the red band. March, April, May is the ultimate goal. Is like my ideal goal, is have it done by the end of May, but worst case into June, because I'll be doing a lot of things in May. But yeah, so March, April, May, and then other plans, obviously finish Lighthouse Quaker as fast as I can. And then I am still doing WIP Go. So my 2 WIP Go calls for February were Celebrate Christmas by Madame Chantilly, and I am doing this on 40 count water green linen. Haven't ironed it yet since I haven't worked on it yet, but it's kind of where I'm at. Goal is 240 stitches ultimately. That's the ultimate goal. Only changes I've made, excuse me. Only changes I've made are I've added in some white etoile, like for Santa's beard and the mug up here. I've added in white etoile, and then all of the red is DMC etoile, I think 816. So that lighting is like not, it's a little bit better. It's very bright. It's a very bright pattern, which I love. Very bright piece. All the colors are really play well together. So I'm gonna keep working up on this flower up here, because once I finish that, then I'm done with that tray and I can move down to the last tray. So the middle tray is done for the most part. Middle tray is basically done, and then the top tray is done except for that flower with the bird on it. So as you can see, so this is all done. The only thing that's like technically not done is this flower, but that's kind of part of the bottom tray, or this leaf, I mean. And then up here, I just need to finish that. And then I get to move down to the beast tray. So love it. I'm super excited to work on this month. I know it's not like Christmas season, but what's the quote? I will keep the Christmas season in my heart all year long, or something like that. So, and then my other one is, that was called is Vacation Memories Tropical Sea by Orcadia. And this I got from wizardeye.com. So if you're interested, there's a link, excuse me, link down below. If you're interested. And I'm doing this on 40 count aqua. This is a full kit that I received, but I am not using the kit fabric. And that's as far as I've gotten. I'm really enjoying it. The pattern's really easy to read. And it's really well put together. It's organized pretty well. And it's not super big, thankfully. So I'm enjoying it so far. So I'm gonna keep working, I don't know, I might work on those clouds or work on the trees, I'm not sure. But goal is 240 stitches. This picture of it again. I'd like to get this one done this year. It's really not that big. I'd like to get that one done. So those are my 2 WIP goes for the month. Tomorrow is the Super Bowl, and one of David's best friends and David are now 49ers fan. Well, his friend's always been a 49ers fan, and he has now converted David into a 49ers fan. And so I will be starting that 49ers gnome for them. I'm doing one for each of them. So I'll be starting that tomorrow during the Super Bowl. This is a picture of it from Etsy. I'll have the link down below. So I'll be starting that. And then, yeah, those are my 4 main project goals for the next couple of weeks, because February is disappearing. So I need to get on these goals and try and utilize February as best as I can. And then I will hopefully be back before the end, that first weekend of March. Hopefully I'll be back. I don't have any like travel plans or anything that weekend. So that's the goal, because I said I was gonna get back on my regular schedule, and here it is, February 10th. So that first weekend of March, I will be back. I have 2 pieces of haul, which are kind of plans as well. So I've made the very tough decision. I am officially UFOing Beachcomber. I don't want to work on it. I don't really love it anymore. I'm not getting rid of it, because who knows, in the future, maybe I'll find a new love for it and want to finish it. So I don't want to restart it if that's ever the case. I'm not getting rid of it, but I am not considering it an active WIP anymore. It is going into the stash pile, basically. I'm not going to unkit it either, just in case, because those flosses, we know about dye lots. So I'm keeping it all together, but it's going not in the active WIP pile. In its place, I have fallen in love with a new it's not new, but new to me, Carolyn Manning. I was watching Stitchy Linda with, what's their channel name? I'll have it right here. The official channel name. But she's working on Sea Glass from Carolyn Manning Designs, which is in the same series as Beachcomber. Oh my God, it's gorgeous. I just absolutely fell in love with it. I realized partly why I didn't love it originally is that the picture is very green, but then when she showed her actual piece, it's amazing. So I bought it and I pulled the colors, and it is almost all of my favorite DMC colors are in this piece. All my favorite blues, which are my favorites. Like, this is the color palette for Sea Glass. Like, that's just Megan all over it. So, so when Beachcomber gets called for WIP Go, I will be starting Sea Glass. And I have a feeling I'm gonna wanna work on this one a lot more. So it's also, I think it's actually bigger than Beachcomber, or is it smaller? It's a different size, which I was surprised about. But yeah, so I'm very excited. I went ahead and got all the colors. I need to still put them on floss drops. floss tags, but very excited. So we'll just wait for WIP to call that. I don't know what fabric I'm gonna do it on yet. It's gonna be on like a 40-46 situation. Because my goal, which was my goal for Beachcomber, and it's still gonna be my goal for Sea Glass, is I wanna turn it into like a pillow sham. And turn it into a pillow that I have like on my couch. So the fabric around it's gonna be showing. I'm not gonna be like framing it up to the edges. So I want it to be on a linen. Even though it is full coverage. So I don't know what fabric I'm gonna use for that yet, but I'm super excited about it. And then my other haul is Carolyn Zook from Z-Sook Stitch. Every magazine, she does an incredible flip through, which I super appreciate because it always helps me decide like, should I buy this or not? Because I'm not a huge magazine stitcher. I have magazines and I love pieces out of magazines, but can't put magazines in a pattern keeper, and that's kind of a thing that I take into consideration. So it just doesn't naturally come to me. But she did this flip through, and I absolutely fell in love with, well, a couple of the pieces. I really like a few of the pieces, but this one I saw and I was like, okay, I have to get it and I have to do it. And that is the He Is Risen from, who's the designer? Lucy Lowe. And I just love it. So my plan for this, I put on my stories asking if anyone had heard of a SAL being started yet for this, and it doesn't sound like it. If there is one already happening, let me know. But if not, I talked to Laura from Stitching by the Shore, who also wants to stitch this, and she and I are gonna start this on Good Friday, which is March 29th. And so and then that way I want to work on it during Easter, the whole Easter weekend. So I don't want to wait till Easter. So I'm going to start it on Good Friday and work on it through the Easter weekend at the minimum. So if anyone's interested, I'm just thinking like the He Is Risen Sal is kind of what I'm thinking for the hashtag. I went ahead and pulled the colors for it, and I'm actually doing a full conversion. I want to use some of like the gorgeous colors that I've gotten over the years from Color and Cotton. I used to be part of their Floss of the Month club. I'm now just part of their Fabric of the Month club, but I wanted to be I was part of their floss for a while. So I went ahead and did a full color conversion. Like I said, I got so excited. I don't know what fabric I'm using yet, but these are the DMCs that are called for. I'm still gonna use the white. DMCs that are called for, which are very pretty. And then this is the Color and Cotton conversion plus some. It's not only Color and Cotton, but these are the ones I've kind of converted it to. So we'll see how they work. I mean, I might have to make some changes, but as of right now, I'm really because it's not like a perfect one-to-one, but as of right now, I'm really loving this combination. So I do have a hand dyed by Rolanda in there, Chocolate Rose. That will be the hill. See, like that's not quite a one-to-one but I think that'd be really pretty. Color and Cotton Rose Petals, an unnamed limited edition. This is the rose petals. Unnamed limited edition, Baby Carrots. I haven't found one yet for $7.25. Still working on a overdyed for that one. Weeks Dye Works, Saffron, Classic Color Works, Ladybug, Cottage Garden Threads, Coral Cove. Look at that variegation. Oh, so pretty. And then Color and Cotton Aged Pumpkin. So that's my conversion so far. I still need to find one for maybe find one for $7.25. The $7.25 and then the Weeks Dye Works Saffron are the sun rays. So maybe I won't find a conversion for that. Maybe I'll just leave them like that. Not sure. So I have like a month and 6 weeks? How far away from Easter? And then I'm thinking a like light pink fabric to put it on. So I need to still go through my fabric stash to see what we have there. But I haven't gotten my Color and the Cotton Fabric of the Month yet, and I don't know what it is. I haven't seen anyone like post about it yet. So I don't know, maybe whatever arrives today. But that's where we're at. So if you're interested, feel free to join along. Let me know if you're also considering stitching this or any of the other pieces in the magazine. I know there was another style that was getting started. I can't remember which one it was though. The other one that I really liked was the Tulip Trio. I thought that was really pretty. And then I know, the hummingbird. I know people are doing like the hummingbird one from Carolyn Manning, which is super pretty. Oh, I also really liked the New Beginnings. I would do that on a blue fabric though, and not stitch that background. But if you want to see a full flip through of this, like in detail, Carolyn Zook of CZook Stitch does an incredible flip through. She does it for every magazine that she gets. Oh, this is another one that Laura from Stitching by the Shore, she's doing a style with this one. I don't remember the details of it, so check her out. She didn't talk about it on her video from yesterday, but from a week ago, I think she talked about it. So yeah. So Just Cross Stitch is kind of changing up their method, and I'm so far a fan. so check out Carolyn for the full. And then I do have a giveaway for this month. It's a small one, but I do have a giveaway, and the giveaway is Little House Needleworks, Louise and Henry. Cute little sheet. Seemed like kind of incorporates a lot of seasons in one, but whenever I see like sheep and wool, I kind of think of spring. I know it's got a crow and sunflowers, but sunflowers, are flowery, and I thought it was good for today. So if you are interested in this, use the word wool, WOOL, in your comment down below, and I'll get this out. I will pick a winner in my video. So this is video 44, so I'll pick a winner in 45. And I think that's all she wrote. I don't have much else. Again, hopefully I will be back. What is that first? So 29, 1, 2, 3. Hopefully March 3rd, ish, 4th, 3rd or 4th. My next rotation is anesthesiology, and it's a very relaxed rotation. Mostly like surgeries in the mornings. So I'll be back hopefully that week. And in the meantime, if you have any comments or questions or ideas or anything like that, I'd love to hear from you in the comment section down below. I really appreciate all the support and love that I get over all the different platforms. And yeah, I really appreciate you all. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of February and staying warm or cool, depending on where you are in the world. And happy stitching, friends. Bye.